that some of the military men seized these people. And this is how we can confirm it. A guy then later came out and said his brother was shot, and his brother was one of the people who they took into the truck. Okay. And they took them to Bonny Camp Hospital, where there was no light. And nobody took care of them. And the guy was just there. So from there, they knew they could not do anything for them. They had to go to General Hospital. So this confirms that there were actually people who died. And also confirms the fact that 15 people who died might have actually been taken by the military. Because everybody there on the ground said they kept taking the bodies from them into the truck and then they drove away.
So what I'm hearing Tsunami say is people died.
Yeah, people died.
15
people were confirmed dead.
People were confirmed
dead.
Dead, yes.
The army carted the bodies away.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, but for my question of the ability to show who's dead or alive, there's no other way.
I don't think this.
I feel like by now names should have come out.
Yeah, by now, but I think some parents I don't know. You know, most times,
some people were even scared of coming out.
Some people were even scared to come out.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Because from what I heard, even as of 2:00 that morning, you understand? Somebody said he witnessed where these guys is a convoy shot 2 people and took the body away. Okay. The guy showed proof. I think the video was online. You understand? Mm-hmm. So I think some families are either scared to come out to say this, or they actually kept quiet because they are cooking up something. You understand? Because I think I saw a video of a woman who was crying. You understand that her son. You understand? She showed the picture of her son. You understand?
Died at the protest.
Died at the protest, and she's not even in Nigeria. She's in the States.
Wow.
You understand?
Okay. Guys, I'm going to round up. I have 2 more things I would like to touch on. One is more lighthearted, and which is the jokes. Inspector Fashola. Oh my God! I think.
Oh my God!
It was sad and everything.
We needed that break. No. Before Inspector Fashola happened, Buhari gave us the first dose of laughter. No. Sorry, we were all sad about the speech, but it was the second most hilarious thing I have heard in 2020. You know, there were some videos going around.
So before
about him.
Before we get to the jokes, let's just say one more serious thing. Buhari gave a speech after how many days after? Was it the same day?
I think 3 days after, on the 23rd.
Was it 3 or 4 days after?
On the 24th.
All right. So some days after. And
4 days after that.
And very important to note that he was not remorseful
at all
for the people who died.
At all.
He was,
and the video was even pre-recorded and poorly edited.
Well, so here's what I'm saying. From what everybody had left with a very bad taste in their mouth. This guy doesn't even care, and he was sound like somebody tried him. Like, you tried me. Don't worry. Next time I'll show you kind of thing. Everybody was like,
basically, let me tell you the summary. It was number 1. If you guys try this protest again, I will deal with you. Number 2, diaspora, people in diaspora and other countries, mind your business. Number 3, Nigeria will continue to be the way it is. That was it.
So that was exactly. So now let's move back to the jokes, okay? Inspector Fash found the camp for that. That was funny. You said there was something that was even funnier that happened before, I think. Yeah,
Buhari, after Buhari's speech, people just started releasing his speech, and I didn't watch this because I was already angry. Mm-hmm. So when I was looking forward to this speech, I just opened a certain post, and next thing I heard, what Buhari said. And I'm like, guys, seriously, at this time, this is not, but people needed to get out all the sadness and just laugh for a bit. Then they went on painting him like a clown. Then people started making jokes about traveling out of the country.
Yeah, that was funny.
They were like, please, if you have anybody.
It's not jokes.
People started saying they wanted to move out of the country.
It's not like jokes.
There was even one that really killed me. One girl came and said, I need a husband. I have my PR and all that, if he's a Muslim and all that. One girl now said, please, my husband just DM'd you. He's a Muslim.
Not jokes.
He would like to get married to you.
My pastor started considering it as in when I heard Buhari's speech, I started telling my wife, it's like I'll start considering it.
Almost everybody
had that plan.
Considered moving to Canada that night. that night because people were like, you know what? This is it. If something so grave can happen in Nigeria and people just died and the president just came and sounded clueless about what just happened, then it's over. There is no redemption. But I'm glad we were able to make jokes out of it, you know. It wasn't all like when Inspector Fash came up.
Inspector Fash for me was wow. He was
he found the camera.
And you know, people were like, yo, you were not even in the limelight, you just carried this camera. So why it's really for people who haven't seen it, obviously, like you should go on social media, check it out. It's like he clearly had planted that camera, and then the way he now just you look, so it's like everybody knows that people have been passing there since.
That place was cleaned by lawman and
the maddest
people.
Part, that camera, who uses camcorder in this age?
I seen.
A CCTV.
In the age of phones, bro. In the age of phones. So he just totally clowned himself. But anyway, that's
phones and cameras. No, like.
So guys, I think we've done a pretty good job from my angle, and I think from the angle of the audience in really sort of capturing the events. But the final thing I would ask is, what would we say the relevance of October 20? You know, as we say, it's October 20, 2020, 2010, 20, going forward, you know, for the culture. Is it, how relevant is that day? You guys have heard the Burner song?
The Monsters You Made?
No. Burner Boy released a song called 2010.
Oh, 2010. Oh, I haven't listened to it.
Oh, yeah, you should check it out, man. He finished the song with the gunshots, actual gunshots from the day. So, do we see, you know, I've seen, the reason why you have to ask this question is people will say, never forget, they put it up. Is it really going to be a never forget thing?
For me, yeah.
Are we going to tell our kids about it in 10 years' time?
We're definitely going to tell our kids, and they're definitely going to read about it in school, you know. Most definitely. It's going to go down in history, in Nigerian history, that the youth, you know, as in, they got to a point where they couldn't take it from the government, even to the point where they were shooting them, but they never, you know, relent. They were there, you know, collecting the bullets and all that. So most definitely, it will be relevant, most definitely, because I see the youth taking over
in the long run.
Right now, the thing is, my say these days is, I fear no more, for my life is of no value to my government. My well-being is being played away in their chessboard game for entertainment. Are you seeing it? So that's my say now. So why should I be afraid? I am not afraid anymore, because they don't value our life. So I rather stand and fight than kneel down for the rest of my life.
Well,
okay.
I would say,
yeah, what would you
I would say 2010, 2020 was the day Nigeria really got its independence.
Yes.
Because that was a day Nigerian youths who were perceived as irresponsible came up and started a movement that created awareness of what the real Nigeria should be. We didn't win the battle immediately. We won some.
Yeah.
We made an impact. But in the long run, come 2023, people will remember this day and know that this is why they should get their PVC. People will remember this day and our children will be like, oh, so this was what spawned us to vote out corrupt leaders. So I think that's basically the impact 2010, 2020 I had. And going forward, I'm sure it would never be forgotten in the history of Nigeria, because it birthed a certain revolution.
Yeah.
Basically.
One day.
We
shall achieve the Nigeria of our dreams.
One day.
And on that note, thank you guys for this episode, and thank you for listening, everyone who tuned in.
Thank you for listening to One Voice Niger Podcast. For more info, check out our Instagram page at One Voice Niger Podcast and our YouTube page at One Voice for more. Thank you. Be informed, be heard.